Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a wet, windy, really rather dull and grim, horrible Monday morning. Hope you all had a great weekend, and if you are staying off gambling, hope you managed to stay clear this weekend. If you didn't, then get back on the horse this morning and start the week gamble free. And yeah, this week will be better, won't it? Wasn't going to make a video this morning, so this is probably going to be quite a short one, really. Just wanted to address a couple of things. First and foremost, and I think most importantly, I went through 300 subscribers this weekend, which is absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much to everyone who subscribed. If you haven't already, give it a like, give it a subscribe button thingy. You know, it's really good. You know, I'm never going to make millions off of YouTube. In fact, I doubt I'll ever monetize the channel. But no, to me, it's just nice to see that number go up because it means that I'm reaching more people. Sounds a little bit wanky, doesn't it? But it's absolutely true. You know, I've said a million times before, I don't make these videos to be a YouTube sensation because, well, there's a million and one easier ways to do that, isn't there? If I wanted to, I could start doing makeup tutorials or something, who knows. But no, thank you so much to everyone who's liked and subscribed to the videos. Also, interesting one this morning, I woke up this morning, I said good morning to the wife, as I do, and then obviously the next thing you do is look at your comments and see what people have got to say. And yeah, a couple of people have decided to sort of send me some abuse, I guess you'd call it. I guess you'd call it trolling, wouldn't you? It's a bit of a weird one, really. This particular person I got this morning decided they were going to go all in and start slating me based on my appearance, which to me it implies that they haven't watched any of my videos. Because if you're going to, come on, if you're going to troll me, right? And on her, if you're going to troll me, then you've got to think of something better than slating the fact that I'm overweight and going bald. Because I'm very aware of both of those facts, and you know what? Neither of them really bother me. I've actually lost about 1.5 stone as it happens because I've not been drinking so much. But anyway, that's by the by. But seriously, I don't get the mentality of someone who would come to a channel like mine, i.e. a really small channel that has, you know, very much appreciated, but a relatively small number of followers, and then slate a approaching middle-aged guy on his weight and hairline. Because I don't care. You know, the good thing I took from it, I tell you what, a good thing I took from it is whilst this keyboard warrior sat there tapping out abuse, calling me a fat pig and stuff, to me, then they're not sending it to someone who actually might take it personally, or it actually might have some kind of negative impact on. Because yeah, as old matey implied himself, I am big enough and ugly enough to look after myself. And shit like that really doesn't bother me, you know? I couldn't care less. I'll leave all the comments on there, to be honest. The only time I'll ever remove comments is if someone posts something like a link, or they post a comment which I think could be detrimental to other people watching the video. So here's a message to any sort of trolls out there. Just do your worst. Go on, use this video as an example, right? If you want to slate me, if you want to call me, I don't know, porky pig, or say I'm bald or whatever, but do your worst in the comments below, right? Get it out of your system. Make yourself feel better. Because, yeah, you know, obviously that doesn't it? It makes you feel like a really big man, doesn't it? You know, by randomly insulting someone on the internet. And to pick on my appearance is just a weird one, because, like I say, it's not exactly something I pride myself on. It's not the basis of my channel. If I was on here doing makeup tutorials and you were criticising my appearance, then maybe, as much of a cunt as that would make you, at least there would be some logic in your trolling. Anyway, that's trolls done, mate. Just like, literally, if you're one of those people that likes just typing random nasty things to random people on the internet, then send me all the hate you like. Honestly, just do it, because I'd rather you send me the hate than send it to someone who actually it might have an effect on, you know? Because trolling, actually, joking aside, is a serious thing for a lot of people, isn't it? You know, we're in a social media generation now. I'm not really into social media, apart from these YouTube videos and the fact I'm on Twitter, which, you know, thank you for following me on Twitter, by the way, if you have. My apologies that I'm not even remotely interesting on there. I don't really know what it's for, so I share my new videos and occasionally put a post up, but yeah, I'm not one of the social media generation, but I know a lot of younger people are. I mean, I've got a teenage stepdaughter, and it's frightening how much of an effect on their mental well-being. I won't say mental health, because mental health can be something that's a lot deeper. and also it's something that's talked about so much at the moment. I don't feel the need to add to that conversation because I'm not an expert, apart from having been diagnosed with depression in a previous life. So yeah, there are so many young people who are so influenced by what people say about them and what they read online that it is an important thing. So if you're inclined to just randomly send abuse and write horrible things to people online, then send them to people like me. Send them to the overweight, balding, near middle-aged blokes, because I can honestly say, hand on heart, I don't give a shit. And I'm not talking here, to be honest, about the people who disagree with me on points, because actually I like that. The reason I make some of the videos sometimes is to start a conversation, and some of my most loyal subscribers, people who watch all my videos and always comment, we've had a few disagreements and back and forths with. But that's cool, because there's nothing wrong with a difference of opinion on stuff. I only share my opinions and my experiences. I don't claim to be the oracle. I don't claim to know everything, and I don't claim to have the answer to everything. All I do is share my experiences, and hopefully that helps some people. And that brings me on to the positive of the day. For every nasty comment I receive from everyone who calls me a fat pig, calls me a baked bean head, calls me tubs, tells me that nobody cares what I think. And the one that said please get cancer, that was a fun message, considering that week I was actually going in to have a bit of skin cancer cut out. Nothing serious, I'm all good now, but I got that message the week I was actually having surgery for cancer. Someone just said please get cancer. I'm like, no, way ahead of you there, mate, way ahead of you. But no, the positive is, for every one of those ridiculous small-dicked comments I get a dozen people telling me that my videos are helping them with their recovery. I get a dozen people thanking me for my honesty, saying, your videos actually... I got one at the weekend, which was brilliant. A guy actually messaged me and said, look, I was going to place a bet this morning. I went online and saw you posted a new video. And so instead of going and placing that bet, I watched some of your videos. How fucking brilliant is that? How awesome is that? This isn't a big channel. I don't have millions of views. But if I'm getting views, this is going to sound so cliched and wanky, but if I get a few views and I help a few people and I can keep a few people away from gambling for that day, that's fucking brilliant. I love that. I said in the last video, ultimately I think people are selfish. When I started doing these videos, and I'm only telling you this because, like I say, everything I say is based on honesty. When I started doing these videos, I did them for me. I did them because I thought talking about my gambling and talking about all the nonsense that goes on in my head, if I share that nonsense, hopefully that'll help me maintain my recovery. One word of warning there: if you do think that doing a similar thing will help you, it may well do. I know a few people who do it very successfully, but I also know a few people, including myself and Trevor, who you may have seen me reference before, who've started doing the videos too early, and actually all the talking about gambling and thinking about gambling has actually led them to relapse. So if you think it might help you, get yourself on YouTube, share your experiences, because I'll watch you. I like hearing about other people's experiences. I like it when people share their experiences in my comments. So if you're making videos, let me know, and I'll definitely head over and watch all your vids. But don't, just be very aware that keeping gambling up front in your consciousness all the time can be a dangerous thing, because it can gambling is then on your mind more than it would be if you were literally just concentrating on distancing yourself from it entirely. So if you start making videos, then share them with me. I'd love to watch them. But don't rush into it, and because I thought it was going really well as part of my recovery, and then I relapsed. And there's a video from probably about 6 months ago now, obviously, the last time I gambled. So that's that. But thank you so much for all your positive comments. Like I say, when I started this channel, it was kind of a selfish move to try and help me with my recovery. But now I make these videos because I do get that feedback, and people saying that it helps. People are saying that they're watching my video. To hear that someone has chosen to go online and spend time watching my videos rather than going online and placing a bet, that's fucking awesome. I'm sorry, but that is fucking brilliant. And I love to hear stuff like that. I love to hear people Gentleman commented earlier, and I'm rubbish with names, sorry mate, who said, you know, when I did my 90-day challenge video, he's a month deep into that 90-day challenge. Now, he's done that, I've not done that. I set the target, he's done all the recovery work, you know, but just to be a little part of that, a little part of someone's recovery, it's brilliant, it's inspiring, and it keeps me going to make these videos. So trolls, if you want to insult me, mate, you knock yourself out. Go in the comment section now and call me everything you can. Try not to be too offensive, because I might have to delete your comment. But yeah, insulting me personally, mate, it's water off a duck's back, dude. You're talking from a guy, like I say, who suffers from depression. You're talking from someone who's really badly bullied at school. You're talking about someone who has worked on the doors for a couple of years, you know, and so abuse to me is just, it goes straight over my balding head. So don't bother, but, you know, like I say, if you want to insult someone online, it's a serious thing. Come and insult me, because yeah, I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it. Anyway, on that note, that was a random video, wasn't it, eh? That's what happens when I wasn't going to make one. But thank you for making it to the end if you did. Most of my videos are a little bit more constructive than this and actually have more of a purpose. But thanks again to everyone who likes, subscribes, watches the videos. You know, it does mean a lot. And keep sharing your experiences, keep sharing your thoughts, because I really love to hear positive stories. Oh, actually, one last thing. I've had a couple of people recently ask if they can message me privately. And of course the answer is yeah, of course you can. I'm absolutely happy for people to message me. I don't think you can do it through YouTube, can you? But you can do it through Twitter, at OnlyPhilOnline, I think. You're very, very welcome to message me personally if you want to talk about anything. What I will say is, as always with this video, there will be the numbers for Break Even, for GamCare, and for the Samaritans in the description. I am no expert. I am not a counsellor. I am a balding, overweight guy. Am I dwelling on that too much? No, never mind. I'm a balding, overweight guy with a gambling problem, sharing his experiences on YouTube. You know, I'm really pleased to help some people, but I'm not a professional, and I shouldn't be treated as such. If you want to speak to me, I'll always get back to you when I can. It won't always be straight away. I'll always get back to you when I can. But if you need to speak to someone properly, speak to someone proper. You know, Samaritans are fucking awesome. You don't have to be, you know, standing on the brink of suicide to call the Samaritans. You know, if you're struggling, call the Samaritans. GamCare are brilliant. GamCare, Break Even. That's how I got my 12 free sessions of counselling. That's awesome. You know, it really was really good. And shout out to Angie if she ever watches these videos. She was really good. And I've got a friend who's started their counselling today on my recommendation. So good luck to him if you're watching. Yeah, but I think that's also, you know, I've been given all this support for free, absolutely for free. You know, and that's helped me no end. So I don't know where I was. Yeah, if you want to private message me. I won't always get back to you straight away. I will always try and get back to you. Like I always try and reply to all the comments you guys leave me. But if it's, you know, if you are struggling with gambling, then do speak to a professional, as well as speaking to the people closest to you. You know, it's good to talk, as Bob Hoskins once said. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm really rambling now. Sorry, guys. Have a great day. Hope the weather clears up where you are. Hope your Monday isn't too grey and miserable. Thanks so much again to all of you, and I'll catch you on the next video. See you later.